Hi guys, I'm Ed Lee. Today we're going to discuss cutting the crap and focusing on the 3 Facebook ad metrics that actually matter. Are you advertising on Facebook or looking to get started? Then you're probably staring at a wall of ad performance numbers. So let's cut through the noise. In this video, I'll show you the 3 metrics that matter the most. But first, here's a really quick rundown of the Facebook ad metrics. So firstly, we have impressions. This is literally how many times someone sees your ad. Reach. This is the unique impressions, hence that will be lower than your total impressions. Next is social impressions that are ad impressions that include social context. By that I mean if you target friends of people who like your page, then those people will see their friend's name in the advert. Now, depending on what you do and sell, this can trigger heightened engagement, but it certainly won't work for all markets and industries. Next we have frequency. This is how many times a person, on average, has seen your advert. And cost, of course, should go without saying, your total spend for this period. Clicks all is the total number of clicks on your ad. So these could be likes, shares, link clicks, or mere clicks on the actual advert itself. There's also click-through rate, CTR, which is split between all and link. So Facebook has a CTR all, CTR link. There's an important difference here. If your goal is to get engagement, then the all measurement for CTR is relevant. If you're looking for link clicks, then ignore the CTR all, as it's going to overread and skew what you're actually gunning for. Then CPC, or cost per click, is how much you spend per interaction with your ad. Again, this might not be a link click. Sometimes people will just like your ad and move on. I don't know why, but they do. There's also a CPC measurement for link clicks, which is probably more useful, to be honest. CPM, which is cost per mille, is your cost per 1,000 ad impressions. So link clicks is next, and that represents the total clicks that take people off Facebook. And then there's engagement metrics, which, again, these are pretty self-explanatory, so they come in the form of post likes, comments, and shares. In addition, you will get page likes off the back of ads, which you can measure too here in your Facebook ad manager. And now, people taking action is the number of unique actions per person. So, for example, a single person liking a post and clicking the link is considered one person taking action. And finally, relevancy, a simple metric. It's a bit like the Google AdWords quality score that signifies from 1 to 10 how engaged your audience is with your ad. Now, it might be last on this list of metrics, but it's important to remember an above average relevancy score directly correlates to spending less on ads. So consider that when Facebook Ads has to decide which ad to display to a specific user, the algorithm will have a preference to the more relevant ad being shown first. If that ad isn't yours, it quickly becomes more expensive to advertise, and this effect unfortunately snowballs over time. So, relevance is the most important metric then? Well, actually no. Let me explain. You set a goal for your ad. So, let's say you want to capture a lead for your offer. You're an online retailer. You will hopefully know your conversion rate and therefore how much that lead is worth to your business. Therefore, you can calculate your CPA, your cost per acquisition. So it doesn't matter if you spend $100 or $10,000. If your ad delivers leads for or less than your target CPA, then you're winning. So that's in an ideal world. But there are 2 other priority metrics I'd use to hone and fine-tune your ads, and these are click-through rate and frequency. So firstly, why CTR? Why click-through rate? Because click-through rate tells you how well your ad is performing and how many people care to click. So consider that under 2% click-through is poor, particularly 1% or less, which is diabolical. If you've got a click-through rate of 1% or less, you need to change your ad, your copy, or probably the audience you're targeting. So therefore, if 2% is considered average, it's okay. I mean, if it's falling within your cost parameters, then it's okay. But you should really be aiming for 3 to 4% or more. And to be honest, if you start hitting 5 to 10% and beyond, you know your message to your audience match is really strong. That in turn will drive down your cost per click and engagement over time. So click-through rate really is important. And frequency, which I mentioned earlier, this is the third important metric. So frequency is the gauge for understanding if you're about to burn your bridges and piss people off. For that simple reason, it's a really good performance metric. So If your frequency is under 5, which means on average people have seen your ad 5 times, then you're in the safe zone. You're still in the friend zone. So a frequency of sort of 5 to 10 is acceptable, but less than optimal, and will typically mean your click-through rate drops with time. Over 10 on the frequency metric, and you're in the danger zone. You're starting to hit saturation, which isn't attractive to people. They potentially will tune out, or worse, mark your ads as junk, and you'll be lost to them forever. Well, on Facebook at least, which is 1.6 billion potential people. That's significant. So cutting through all the noise, the 3 critical metrics that I pay attention to is cost per acquisition, your CPA, your click-through rate, your CTR, and the frequency that people see your ads. I hope that's been really helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and keep an eye out for my next video, which is discussing Facebook ad audiences. Cheers.